You'd expect to see a cross like this on Easter Sunday, but this one from Burlington is different. It's here not only as a symbol of faith, but neighbors also put it there to raise awareness. They want you to know about 3 murder victims, all within a couple of blocks of each other. All unsolved cases. WFY News 2's Jessica Minch was there as the cross went up, and she talked with some of the victims' families.
Yeah, Ben, the family said.
After more than a week of sunshine, rain is back in the forecast. Tim, can you walk us through the timetable? When's it coming, and how long is it going to be here?
Yeah, sure, Ben. Early tomorrow.
Today marks the 10th anniversary of the Virginia Tech shootings, the deadliest school shooting in modern history. This morning, memorial events continued with the wreath laying. A statewide moment of silence also took place at the same time. 32 students and faculty were killed when a gunman opened fire on campus. And 10 years later, Norris Hall, the site of much of the carnage, it still stands, but it's renovated. The university's website also features pictures and bios of all of the victims. There's a new exhibit at the Charleston airport honoring the lives of those killed in the Charleston church shooting. The Mother of Emmanuel AME Tribute and Art exhibit opened to the public this weekend. It's meant for reflection, but also to show how the community responded to this tragic event. It includes pictures and bios of each of the 9 people who were gunned down while worshiping in 2015. New tonight, a manhunt is underway for a suspect who claimed to be responsible for the deaths of more than a dozen people in Cleveland. One shooting was also live streamed on social media. Now, we're not going to show you the actual shooting, but we want to warn you, some of the video you're about to see, it's just disturbing. Here's CBS News' Kenneth Craig.
I killed 13.
New at 11, 2 sisters from North Carolina are dead after a crash involving a wrong-way driver on an Arizona interstate. Mooresville's Carly Richardson and Kelsey May were both students at Grand Canyon University, both with great smiles. Investigators say they were going the correct way on I-17 when a man crashed into them going the wrong way. Police are still investigating if alcohol was involved, but about 90% of wrong-way crashes, they say, are because of an impaired driver. The Triad Survivor contestant eliminated after outing a player as transgender, now out of a job. Jeff Varner says he was fired from Allen Tate Realtors because of the fallout from the show. Varner outed his fellow contestant, saying it showed how easily he could deceive people. Varner was immediately criticized by other players and a whole lot of folks online. He reportedly apologized repeatedly, but he was voted out of the competition. It seems like United Airlines just can't fly under the radar these days. A bride and groom were kicked off a flight to their destination wedding in Costa Rica. The couple says someone was stretched out just napping in their ticketed seats, so they sat in an empty row nearby. A flight attendant told them to go back to the other seats, so they did. But then the couple says an air marshal came onto the plane and asked them to get off. United Airlines says they tried to sit in upgraded seats repeatedly and that they would not follow crew instructions. All around the world, millions of Christians celebrated Easter today. At the Vatican, Pope Francis pleaded for peace and called for the faithful to help those in need. 60,000 people, look at all of them, showed up on a pilgrimage packed St. Peter's Square to celebrate Easter Mass with the Pope. Now, after the service, the Pope delivered a somber Easter message. He made a plea for peace in conflict areas around the world, especially Syria. Here at home, thousands of people woke up early for a Triad Easter tradition. Worshippers gathered in Old Salem for the Easter sunrise service. The tradition started back in 1772 when a group of Moravian men got together in God's acre. Now that's the graveyard of Old Salem. They celebrated Easter as the sun rose behind a hill at the edge of the cemetery. Nice to see that one still around. Christians also gathered early this morning to celebrate the resurrection of Christ in Raleigh. The state capital Easter sunrise tradition started more than 100 years ago. And a Triad woman got quite the surprise after her Easter service. Shirley Ann McCleacherin was surprised with the award for the governor's office. It happened at the Grace Lutheran Church in Greensboro. She was given the award for all she's done as a mother, grandmother, teacher, and church leader. Sounds like a deserving woman. Now, the executive director of the Volunteer Center of Greensboro says her lifelong story has embodied the true spirit of volunteerism and servant leadership. Hey, I never thought I was going to have to talk about Cam Newton's pants again, but they're back. Who can forget this outfit he wore to the Super Bowl, those Versace pants during that weekend? Now, there's a new outfit creating buzz online. Just ahead, you weigh in. Cam Newton style icon or think again. Panthers quarterback Cam Newton, best known for his plays on the field, but he's also passing for a style icon these days. Check out this new floral do he spotted this weekend at Coachella. That's the music festival held every year in California. Newton posted these pictures on his Instagram with the caption, "I stand out, I don't blend in." Truth, Newton, truth. Now with Cam, there's really no telling what he might be wearing. Who can forget these Versace pants during Super Bowl week a couple of years ago? So head over to WFNY.com/vote now. Do you like Cam's sense of style? Yes, he's fashion forward. No, it is too much, or I'd rather focus on the game. That last choice, kinda hard to do with some of these outfits he has. Here, take a look. He loves his hats. One of these, I swear he stole that from Abraham Lincoln's closet, clearly. Look at these shoes, these zebra print shoes with a squirrel tail on them. Really, Cam? And then he decided, oh, let's just wear the tail myself. Yeah, that looks good. Who told him that? So let's get back to your votes. We asked you, do you like Cam's sense of style? Most of you saying you do so far. However, it does look like the votes are continuing to change. We're going to check back at the end of the show, so keep voting on WFNY.com/vote now. Hey, she is 97 years old and she is not slowing down. Sean Jiggy with our sister station in Dallas introduces you to the woman who had our newsroom laughing.
Inside the...
Now that woman knows how to live life to the fullest, and lots of people right here are trying to do the same thing, taking advantage of the weather tonight.
Oh wow, look at that.
Tons of people out in Greensboro's Bauer Park, and they better take advantage now because tomorrow's gonna be a little different.
You know, most of the day, Ben, will be okay, but once we get to this time frame, let's say the late afternoon into the evening hours.
So from the Wizards to a florist, have you seen Cam Newton's outfit at Coachella? This thing is ugly.
Wow.
Ugly? Is that the word?
Oh, wow. What is that?
It's his personal style, and we asked you what you think about his style too. So far, 25% of you are saying that you like it. A lot of you saying you don't, but most people saying let's just focus on the football. So let's get the official sports opinion.
All right, here's my thing. It's the off season. We don't have to focus.
There's no football.
There's no football to focus on.
But he does this during the season too.
I personally think that Cam Newton is a fashion icon. I'm sorry. I think that outfit is beautiful.
The question is, would we know his name without?
Would
the
you wear
outfits?
it?
Without? Absolutely. I would not wear it. I will say this though. At first, I thought it was like a pantsuit.
Yeah.
And I was a little cooler with it, and then I saw it was shorts, and it's like I don't know about that.
You can wear that, but just skip the squirrel tail thing he had. That was
Here's
awful.
the thing, I don't like when he wears it after he plays bad, I'll put it that way.
Hey, it's his
But if it
style.
wears well,
normal
we
shirt
love
when you
it.
play.
Cam, you're a guy. Keep doing it. Even if it's ugly, rock yourself.
Quick look at the 7-day, guys. Couple storms tomorrow afternoon, cooler after that.
Have a
There
great
you
night.
go.